I'm thrilled to have here on the Rich Eisen Show in advance of Kevin Hart, What Now, in theaters near you coming up this weekend. He is Kevin Hart. How are you, Kevin?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. Did you get that sensation that you were seeing the end of St. Louis football when you were there last year with all of us, Kevin?
Yes, sir. I was just about to tell you, I'm excited now that I got you on the phone. I heard that you've been plugging away this morning, so I want to let you know it's highly appreciated.
Always.
I don't take that for granted.
Okay.
Thank you, man.
Of course. Well, I look forward to seeing this because, I mean, you could have just thrown a movie up on the screen with your stand-up from the link, all sold out, and just left it at that. But you've weaved in a James Bond type theme to this thing too that looks hilarious, Kevin.
Yeah, as you know, I love to break ground. I love to do things that haven't necessarily been done and just constantly challenge myself. So the whole idea of performing at a football stadium was a massive idea that once was something that people didn't see. Why not? Let's do it. Let's go for it. So we booked the Lincoln Financial Stadium. We said, let's make it a production. Let's make it massive. Let's go above and beyond. So what I did was made the show interactive within my stand-up. So when I talked about things, my background morphed into what I was talking about to give the audience a visual. So that went on throughout the show. So 53,000 people were constantly engaged in what it was that I was doing and what it was that I was talking about. So I then took it to another level and said, well, let's go and release it theatrically and let's see if we can break another record and possibly get the highest grossing stand-up comedy concert film of all time. And that's when Universal became involved, and they said that they'll distribute for me. And right now, that puts us where we are, man. You got a guy that's focused on making sure that his last name means something and that his imprint and entertainment simply has a solid ground to stand on. You know, I wanna shake things up. I wanna put myself in position for people to go, wow, this is like this because Kevin did this. I had that done for me. When you look at the comedic greats of the past, when you look at your Eddie Murphys, your Pryors, just to name a couple, they broke ground. They opened up doors. That's why I'm able to do what I'm doing now. So I'm trying to do the same thing for the younger generation to come.
Kevin Hart joining me now. So Delirious is essentially what you're referring to, that sort of type of eventizing your stand-up act, what you're talking about with Eddie Murphy, Kevin?
Yes.
You know, because Eddie Murphy Delirious was something for me that opened my eyes. Just
oh my goodness,
I'll never forget that one. You there?
You know, when you think about what Eddie Murphy really did, what he achieved is mind blowing. I mean, this guy at the young age, I think of 24, was the biggest thing going. I mean, leather is a thing on stage because Eddie Murphy made it a thing. I'll forever have a piece of leather on when I perform and I tape any special because it's my way of paying homage to Eddie Murphy. It's my way of taking a bow who made it cool. It's a term that I basically put together because I want to have that rock star vibe that Eddie Murphy had. You know, Eddie Murphy was the closest thing that came to rock and roll when you thought about comedy. So for this generation, that's what I'm attempting. That's what I'm doing. And I'm able to do that because of the pizzazz that I saw that he had, what I saw Richard Pryor have. You know, I mean, regardless of his personal life, as a comedian, I respect this man. Bill Cosby had a certain level of pizzazz. Martin Lawrence, George Carlin, you know, Seinfeld. I can go down the list because I'm a student of the game. These men all have imprint. They all have an impact on the craft of comedy. I want one, but I want mine to be my own, and I want to see how I can shake it up as much as possible for people to go, wow, that guy did it his way. He created different paths, and now other people want to be able to use those paths as well.
Yeah, Kevin Hart joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show. So is it fair to call you an Eagles fan, Kevin?
I am an Eagles fan, and please do not jinx us by talking about how good we're playing. Do not send us down a road of destruction. Don't do it, okay? I don't want to celebrate it yet. I don't want to acknowledge it yet.
But, I mean, Carson Wentz comes from North Dakota, and now he's, you know, which is a state I imagine a lot of people in Philadelphia might need to point out on a map to see it exists. Right, Kevin?
Exactly. I've actually been. I've performed in North Dakota, so I know it exists. Here's what I would say. Carson Wentz is playing amazing football right now. I can honestly say that I'm shocked at the performance that's been given by the Philadelphia Eagles. But you know what? If you're an Eagles fan, you know that you should be patient. You know that you shouldn't jump out the window and automatically start celebrating and start talking the trash that us Eagles fans love to talk. That trash talk sounds like this. Super Bowl, baby. This is it. This is our year. Here it comes. I'm telling you. And then we all get let down and then we're hurt. I don't think we should set ourselves up for failure at this point. I think we should enjoy good football and enjoy the possibilities of a nice playoff run. I think with that being the correct mindset to have, it puts everybody in position to just simply enjoy. In Philadelphia, let's enjoy this right now. We had some tough seasons. We've had some tough years. I'm enjoying having a quarterback that the city is embracing. I'm enjoying Carson playing at the high level that he's playing at, and I'm hoping that it'll continue.
And with the Sixers, if all their draft picks continue to get hurt, how many minutes could you give the Sixers, Kevin?
Well, we're already talking about a 10-day contract, so we're already in negotiation. We're just trying to fit that 10-day contract
10
in
days.
with my schedule.
Okay, yeah.
Just 10. We're trying to fit it in with my schedule. As soon as Ben went down, I got the call. I put him on hold. I wasn't even doing anything. I just put the phone on hold. I wanted to make it look like I had more offers. And when I clicked back over, I told them that was the Houston Rockets, so you better make sure that your offer fits.
Nicely done.
They said that they had to go back to the drawing table, and they're also checking to see if they have size smalls in the uniform because they never had to give out smalls. So that could be a potential problem as well.
Muggsy Bogues didn't wear a size small, Kevin?
No, they told me Muggsy was mediums, which threw me because I thought for sure that he was a small. Muggsy, Earl Boynton, Spud Webbs were all mediums. I would be the first player in the NBA to wear a size small. That's historic as well.
And you 3-time All-Star Game MVP, right? Or did I short you on that one?
You did short me. I'm a 4-time NBA All-Star Game MVP, which is historic. Here's the thing. My basketball game is talked about in hush territory. I've always been a superstar. The NBA is a second choice. Could have been a first choice. I chose to put it off because comedy was popping for me at the time. I could easily hang comedy up and go play in the league. I could do it whenever I want. You know why I don't? Because I don't want to embarrass my fellow friends. Okay? I mean, I got a lot of guys that are doing well. I don't want to ruin their careers. Chris Paul, Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. That's just to name a few. I don't want to ruin these guys' careers. They got a good thing going. When I step on that floor, I become the NBA. Nobody cares about anybody else but me. You saw what I did to Draymond Green. He hasn't made a three-point shot since I embarrassed him at the NBA All-Star game. You think I wanted to do that? I didn't want to do that. I was forced to do that. He forced my hand, and I was forced to show the world that I can shoot.
Look, if you have all that talent, what are you going to do, Kevin, except show it off and flaunt it and be who you are, You know
what? It brings us to the question, what now? Well, I'll tell you what now. That's the title of my movie, which is going to make history this weekend.
Look at you. I look forward to it, Kevin. Thanks for calling in.
Man, it is always good talking to you. I'm forever a fan. Thank you for making the time.
You bet.
I appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, please go out. Go see What Now this weekend. It's worth it.
You got it. In theaters on Friday.
The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.